today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the San Francisco 49ers taking on Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Miami Dolphins.
Well, the onset of fall weather certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins set to go now, and their veteran quarterback leading him onto the field. He's played a lot of places, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. That'll be complete to Breida. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Well, for Matt Breida, this is kind of an emotional game to be sure. He was signed as an undrafted free agent by these 49ers following the 2017 draft, and he had 3 good years for him. In fact, leading the Niners in rushing in 2018. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 7.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ball carrier taken down at the...
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Adam Shaheen. A gain of...
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd.
Fitzpatrick will hand this to Howard. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st down, Dolphins.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Jarquiski Tart. Fitzpatrick's pass.
First time we get to see the 49ers offense behind their quarterback. Now in his 7th season as a pro from Eastern Illinois, it's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
You know what? Why don't you just start
Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, he only needed 2 yards. It was 3rd and 2, but he found a way to make the Red Sea part.
And remember, it's 3rd and 2. In the NFL, that's not automatically a running down. Most of the time, it's a passing play. So in this case, now they're probably loosened up just a little bit, thinking pass, they hit him with the run, and boy, did they hit him big. Is he still going? I mean, Michael, you called the touchdown, right?
That's it. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins nothing. For San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Fitzpatrick, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered by...
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. On the return is Pettis. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield, create extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 5 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 9. Remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Open man is born. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Dolphins nothing.
Second and 8 coming up.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mohamed Sanu, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offense once again, and their running back, Jordan Howard. Fitzpatrick on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 29.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. 7 yards there and a first down.
To Albert Wilson.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Rita, the ball carrier.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
2nd down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Rita.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd, and even 40 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Fitzpatrick. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 39-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Dolphins 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo connects with Sanu right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
At the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
21. 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 7.
On second down now. It's Coleman, and he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 31. That one a first down pickup of 8. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. Yes, he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
A gain of a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And he's in for the 49ers score. Garoppolo.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
3. Robbie Gould to kick off 4 seconds.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. Their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
31 yards.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Touchdown,
Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Cardinals who get the road victory. A field goal, the difference. 17-14, the final. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. 28-17, your final score. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Julio Jones leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. In the game you're watching, it was Jimmy Garoppolo who was brilliant in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this carries into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's when this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Check 13. Check 12, fellas. Here we go. Check it back. Check it back. Check 21. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Mostert. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down.
Kevin Coleman.
In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
At the 24-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They hand it off to Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
12, fellas. Here we go. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
A 34-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Brought down by Eric.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Emmanuel Ogbah brought him down. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
McMillan on the
starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
This is Mostert. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
So much of the 49ers' success last season was due to tight end George Kittle, the NFL's all-pro tight end in 2019. If you want to start a debate, ask the question, is he the best tight end in the game, or is it Kansas City's Travis Kelce? Maybe they're 1A and 1B. In any event, Kittle had 107 catches last season, his 2nd straight 1,000-yard season, and he's a threat anywhere on the field, especially as you get closer to the goal line.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Pass. Complete to Devontae Parker.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it's going to be 2nd down.
The 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Over the middle here to Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28.
Complete to Matt Breida. 2 yards on the play. 1st down, Dolphins.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 2nd and 4. They can still get a 1st down without scoring.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. That'll be caught for a Dolphin touchdown. It's Williams.
Fitzpatrick's pass. Complete.
Preston Williams, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum, and even more hope when they had to slog their way downfield. They got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Once again, it's Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
It's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
On the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Is able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17.
Makes the score Niners
30. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.